Fit for a King, and you're watching Solace Music TV.
I'm a slave to nothing!
What's up, guys? I'm here with Fit for a King. Can you guys please introduce yourself and your role in the band?
I'm Ryan. I do vocals.
I'm Tuck. I play bass and do the clean vocals.
So last month you just released your third album, Slave to Nothing. How has the fan reaction to that been so far?
The reaction to it has been pretty awesome. It hasn't been out very long, and a lot of people are catching on to it. It's pretty awesome.
What's your favorite song on the record so far?
I really enjoyed playing Young and Undeserving live. Slave to Nothing's always fun because it's heavy and bouncy and all that, but I love Young and Undeserving so far.
My personal favorite is Breakaway because it was part of my audition and has a lot of personal meaning to me. So that's definitely my favorite song.
That's probably my favorite song on the record, especially the chorus. So right now you guys are on tour with Amur. How's that been so far?
It's been crazy. The crowds have been going nuts for every band. It's just been a really good tour. Everybody's really nice to each other, and it's just very open. Nobody's really like hiding or on their bus all day or in their van. They're all just hanging out, being pals.
It's good that you get to tour with friendly people like that. So since you guys are a Christian band, how's it like being on tour with bands like Amur and like earlier this year we were out with The Plot and You and Stray from the Path? Like, is there any like disagreements between like your beliefs, or do you guys get along?
We all get along. The way I see it is if you've been to public school or high school like that, it's kind of like that. Everybody comes from different backgrounds, different beliefs, but you all learn to be friends. You learn to get along and respect each other and what you believe. So nobody really butts heads there may be a debate here or there sometimes on tours like that, but overall there's just a lot of respect.
Is there a specific meaning to why you chose Slave to Nothing as the album title? Does it mean something personally?
Did you want to answer this one?
Sure. I think the premise of Slave to Nothing is to talk about that there are a lot of vices in everyone's lives. The main things that you hear about are someone being addicted to drugs or being addicted to alcohol, but what we tried to touch upon was that you can be a slave to anything, whether it's your own self-righteousness, your own happiness, drugs, alcohol, sex, all of these things, and that's what we tried to touch upon throughout the albums, that there's many different aspects of your life that you're neglecting because you're just too stuck in the mode to really try to better yourself or to break away from any of those sorts of things.
Are the lyrics written from a personal standpoint or just like overall? Is there an overall message?
Absolutely. A lot of it is from a personal standpoint. There's quite a few songs on the record that Ryan and I wrote together that are about, I lost two of my best friends last year, one to cancer and one to a heroin overdose, and that really ended up driving quite a few songs on the record. But Ryan and I together, we decided to write about all different forms of self-righteousness and addiction, so that way it really came together. I wouldn't say as a concept record, but it touched upon many different ideals all within the same basis.
Sorry to hear that about your friends. I'm glad when bands write personal lyrics like that people can relate to and stuff. So tonight I realized after your set that you've been playing as a four-piece. How long have you been doing that? Is there a reason why you've been a four-piece now? Are you looking for another member?
We've been a four-piece for almost 2 years now. We parted ways with our guitarist back in, I think, March of 2013, and the band just had such good chemistry. And we have a second guitar. We have our computer reamped to play a rhythm guitar, and life is a four-piece. Like, we already know we get along, and it'd be risky bringing in a fifth element again, because we had disagreements as a five-piece and like butted heads more, and the four of us get along so well that we never saw the purpose, and it makes just traveling easier. Everything is so much easier. Moving on small stages is easier, and especially going to other countries like Europe and Australia, because plane tickets are expensive, and we're like, unless to us, our rhythm parts aren't difficult. They're usually chugs and chords. So it's like, if we can have a computer play chugs and do chords while Bobby does all the leads and the complicated stuff, then we just got comfortable with that. And it's helped us save money with travel, and it definitely helps us stay sane in the van because we have a lot more room in the van as a 5-piece or 4-piece.
That's fair enough. So since it's Thanksgiving and all, is there anything you're particularly thankful for?
I'm thankful for my parents and my fiance and all these guys, and of course all the fans that help us do what we're doing. It sucks being away from home and away from our families, but this is like our other family.
You know, as everyone says, like, I'm very thankful for my family, but most importantly, really, this year is this opportunity. I've been playing in bands for almost 11 years now and never really got to tour or get to see the country or experience any of this. And, you know, because of the fact that I had two really good friends who knew these guys, I ended up finding myself in Fit for a King, and I would never look back. You know, I couldn't be more thankful for that opportunity because it really changed my life, not just, you know, from the standpoint of getting to make it a job, but, you know, it really helped me to clean up my life and make myself a better person, and that's the most important part about it.
So to wrap up the interview, what does 2015 have in store for Fit for a King?
Just a lot of huge tours are lined up, and we're really wanting to do some more stuff out of the country. We want to return to Australia real bad, and we want to go back to Europe. Or not back to. Well, I guess we played Germany once. But we'd love to go do a European tour and get to visit their beautiful country and continent. Europe's a continent.
Do you think next year you guys are going to be playing more songs off Slave to Nothing? Because I know you only played like 2 tonight.
Yeah, through each tour we're gonna like change which songs we play. Like next tour we'll be playing songs like Breakaway, A Greater Sense of Self, and probably Slave to Nothing in another song. We just want to progressively add more into the set over time because we realize it takes a little while for those songs to get as popular as songs that have been out for 2 years.
Alright guys, thank you very much. Make sure you check out Fit for a King on the Eternal Enemies tour.